name is Greg Rollins, 6081 Brownsville Extension. I spoke the last time here as well, so I'm not gonna reiterate a lot of what we talked about before, or tonight for that matter. As I said last time, I'm a general contractor, I'm a developer. I do a lot of the same stuff these guys are doing. I've been on both sides of the fence. I've sat in your seats, I've sat in the contractor seats before. I'm hearing a lot of complaint, or a lot of concern about traffic studies. I'm sure these guys are doing the traffic study thing, and, you know, it is a bad turn up there, you know, whether or not it be a traffic light or something there, that's a concern. Speeding, I mean, we live down at the very bottom, so people like to come off of that light off of 88, and they like to floor it up the hill. And it sounds like the Daytona 500, when the green flag drops. We actually called the Monongahela Police on Monday. They painted lines today, so whether or not they're gonna start putting a car there or not, who knows, but hopefully they will. I guess, and I'm not gonna talk about the old zoning thing, I wasn't here for those meetings. I guess my only question is, and I don't know if I can get an answer out of this or not. The attorney, I'm sorry to get your name, you stated in the beginning that there is an objection or an appeal that's been noted for the previous Gardens property. So I guess my question is just timing wise, let's say that you guys rule on this zoning, whenever that may be. And I know they have to go through the whole process of doing the planning and the commissioning and all that stuff to even get it in front of you guys. It's not like they're gonna be out there with bulldozers tomorrow clearing property. But will that objection or will that appeal take place before these guys are granted the final permit? I don't know if you can answer that or not, but that's just the question.
Just to clarify, the objection or the right to appeal, I would say, is on the record.
Okay.
So it's being, it's been raised by numerous individuals, their objection to that hearing, again, that is not what we're here for now, but then the objection to that is raised on record here, and their claim that, but for that, this would be spot zoning. So that's why I meant that objection. So if a decision comes down of which you deem to be adversarial to what you want, or one of the individuals, anyone here, that would be one of the items that you can raise as part of your appeal. Whether it's through that one, through this one, that's what I meant by, it's on the record, the objection is stands.
So who would bring up that, who would bring that appeal before the board?
It wouldn't go to the
Residents?
board, it goes to the court.
Oh, okay,
The objection's brought, it's been brought to the board's aware of that.
okay, and like I said, you know, from the stand, and then maybe somebody can answer me this too. Right now, as I understand it, as it sits right now, it is zoned for the RD, is that correct?
It's multi-zone,
I know there's R1, R2, but there is RD there as well.
correct.
Okay,
RD, R1, R3. So, again, without going too far into it, any of those uses.
Yeah, I understand. I
And
understand. yeah.
put an activity there.
And I can only speak for myself. I mean, I have no issue with property being used as it's zoned for. I think the last time I was here, people were saying, well, if we don't do commercial, we're still gonna do houses and it's still gonna be a disturbance. I'm all for residential properties being developed, and I'm all for bringing in the tax base and all that stuff. And no matter what happens at that property, it's going to be a temporary inconvenience for the people living around there, listening to trucks pulling in and concrete trucks backing up and everything else. But a residential piece of property with housing, when it's all said and done, we've put greenery back, we've put trees back, whereas your office and stuff like that, you're inviting loitering and things like that. So again, I guess my overall thing is I have no problem with property being developed as it's zoned for residential, but more objectionable to businesses and things like that. So that's it.